Yo, 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 what is up? What is fucking up? We are back again for weekly wisdom. Big things going on in the markets. Big things. This should be a good stream. A couple of things. Yeah, can you hear what I'm saying? Can you hear? Let me hear it. Let me hear it. And we got Shiesty back. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since we had Shiesty Wizard back, so let's run it. Yeah. Let's get a few minutes. Let's get people in. People are joining in. Let's wait a few minutes and then we can run it. It's been a while since I had the Shiesty on. Alright, you got people joining. Give it a minute and we'll just go through lots to talk about. Lots to talk about. Can you hear me? Everybody can hear me? Just want to make sure everybody can hear. Okay. All right, let's lock and load. What is going on? All right. Lots to talk about. So one thing, we'll definitely go through the markets, but what are some things happening macro? Let's just do a quick recap. So we have last Powell cut 25 basis points, but didn't give any guidance on what's going to happen next. Unemployment data not that great because we haven't gotten any unemployment data. We haven't gotten any CPI data. October, because of government shutdown, we're seeing no data point. So market doesn't really know what to do. It's kind of just projecting out. Now they're saying that we might never see October um, government data at all. Go skip straight to November, which is very interesting because November is when you see holiday season, hiring picks up, and December it picks up, and then January, February data is usually bad, so people are like, "Hey, it's just the data from earlier, going away." So we have to kind of think about it, from that standpoint. You have to think about, okay, what else is going to drive the market? Geopolitical, trade war. I mean, trade war has mostly been settled. I think the U.S.-China deal is mostly priced in. I mean, we saw those big green candles when over the weekend when Trump said that first of all the tariff 100% is not going to go through, and Bessent, Treasury Secretary, I believe, said that everything's going to be figured out. Um, so those are a couple of things, recap wise. So what's coming up next? We got FOMC December. Hopefully they cut again then and give more guidance on cuts for January, February. Or we see more of the same with Powell, that he doesn't want to cut because he thinks inflation might go up. Because if he starts cutting and he boosts the economy, that might not be that great for long-term inflation. So he would rather just see more pain ahead. That's one problem. What's going on stocks? Stocks keep hitting all-time high. Crypto obviously making new lows. Why? Why is that happening? One of the reasons I think that's happening is because there is no speculative capital coming into crypto. We saw in 2024, same as 2021, and parts of 2025, early 2025, a lot of speculative capital came into crypto. This came from stocks, sideline capital, a mixture of stuff. And one of the reasons that's happening is because there's a lot of speculative stocks out there. Speculative crypto nobody wants to buy because there's too much risk right now. Prices are not low enough. Whereas for speculative stocks, right, like hard drive stocks went like 2-3x, like clean 2-3x. Imagine being able to size up as a large fund. Why would you put it into crypto when you can't really size up because you're like a real money smart fund? And instead, they go and they're like, listen, I'll just go buy stocks and get a 2-3x on some low cap stocks. And that's huge. Like from a risk reward standpoint, why as a fund manager would you go into altcoins that have underperformed all year instead of going into stocks that are just constantly outperforming? So we definitely need to keep that in perspective. Uh, what else is a catalyst coming up right now? Obviously, holiday season is going to be good. Hopefully those numbers are good. So we'll see the usual Santa rally. The Santa rally is going to be in mid-December, so it's possible we just keep dipping until we see, the Santa rally start. Something to remember. Okay, what? Okay, now let's go into markets because we've kind of I've given a little bit of a recap. Let's take a look. Okay, S&P coming pretty close to all-time high again after having like a little bit dump a couple days ago. You have Nasdaq coming back to all-time high again. You got rates just chopping around. Now this is interesting. Look at this chart. You see the dump go back up. Here you see the dump and not going back up. That's the same thing. That's kind of what I was talking about a few minutes ago. That we're seeing no major moves in other coins other than Bitcoin, or sorry, other than Nasdaq or something. Now, question is, what if Nasdaq tops out here and then retest this or retest this? In that situation, you're just going to see Bitcoin just drop here, like a move from here. So, let's see right here, 117 to 99k. So 117. So Nasdaq went from all-time high to here. We saw that move, and it's still staying there. This has rebounded quite a bit, but Bitcoin's still staying here. So that should kind of give you some idea that if we see any dump over here, this is going to leg down pretty aggressively. Just something to be aware of. Like we've been in this like range for a while too. Like that we were here, we made a move up, we had an all-time high again. And then since that crash, the flash crash, we have not been able to break that 115K at all. But we have been making lower lows consistently. Like we went below that flash crash number. Um, Maybe on the short term, we're kind of making some highs here. This is a 1 day chart number. So, it's just constant lower lows. But maybe this could be the start of a lower high. But we were here, we went up, up, up like this, and then boom, back to low. So something to be mindful of. Let's see. Same thing with Nasdaq. Government bonds. Let's take a look at gold. Gold's making a move back up, which is very interesting. So gold's kind of moving with risk. Again, Bitcoin just absolutely not following gold stocks. Nothing. So here you're kind of like, okay, what's my bet here? Like, is my bet that um Nasdaq or S&P or gold makes a lower high, like from here it goes here and then next it legs down here, or it's just going to break back out and then crypto is going to aggressively push up. That's basically the situation you're in. And I think that's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot of good macro news, good employment data, Powell being like, hey, we're going to, cut. So we need to kind of, be cognizant of that. Um, and then make trades accordingly. What do I like right now today? Um, I'll tell you what I don't really like. I don't like what's going on with Solana. Sorry, I'm just on my computer here putting on some trades, and I'm going to tell you what those trades are. 1 second. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're going to just FYI. I want to stream here publicly for a bit, and then we'll go in. Okay, here. Looking a couple things here, some questions already. So let me see. Okay, take on no CPI data. Well, I have a good take. And then I have a conspiracy take. Good take as is that yeah, that it's happened in the past where data just gets pushed out, um, and then we just go to the next data. Like it's gonna become stale data at some point, right? Like the closer you get to the next data point, this data point became stale. That who cares now what had happened? So if we get a surprise October number come out, I think we could I think that shock alone could cause a lot of volatility, and you'd have to hope your best case scenario is good employment data, low average hourly earnings, lower CPI number. If you see lower employment, higher CPI, market's going to get wrecked. If you see lower employment, equal CPI, market's going to get wrecked. If we see lower CPI, higher employment, market's going to pump. It's because people are going to be pricing out more recession. Um, okay, here is another question by Hang. Isn't 25 bips guaranteed? Fed is put into a tricky position. Tariff presents two-way problem. Either business absorb, which has been going unemployment, Fed cuts because of later, not seen yet. Business inflation ignites, will play out. Okay. So 25 bits is mostly guaranteed. It really would depend massively on, well, October, November employment data would have mattered, but November data is going to matter a lot because, like I just said, if 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 um, um, if employment number is okay, doesn't move much, but inflation moves higher or inflation's sticky, there is a possibility that the Fed might not cut, especially if employment prints higher. If employment prints higher, there's no incentive to cut anymore. So it's not a done deal. Most likely it will happen, but it's not done. There are factors which the market. That's why it's like kind of jittery as well. Just need to be aware of that. Um, so one more thing, make sure I'm checking. Okay. Um, what are other data points? A lot of macro data like so rate, the inflation rate, um, everything comes to debt. I look at local debt, credit debt, government debt, short end rates. So like 2-year rate, 10-year rate, 30-year rate. Look at the dollar. Look at consumer confidence. That's not a government data point. So that matters. Um, why you dressed like that? Oh, for the new people who are on, back in late 2024 and early 2025, we used to do the Shiesty streams, which are basically crime streams where we were just like aping like the most max crime coins out there, like, and just hitting like 10, 20, 30x like every night. And then that just got associated with the Shiesty. And so it's been a long time. It's been months and months. But I was like, you know what? It's just bringing back like something a little funny. Okay. We're gonna do this for what time is it? We're gonna do this like 5-10 minutes more, and then we're gonna move the stream to the Telegram chat. And I'll put my trade levels and stuff, everything there, because I have a couple trades of mine that I like. So we'll definitely get on that. There's a couple of things, scalps I like. So there's definitely a few positions we're gonna put on before, or at least I'll give some levels before the stream ends. Mm, so that's that. Let me see. All right, government open as a catalyst. So we've already had a lot of pumps, especially on that Sunday. We've had two big pumps. One was tariff, U.S.-China trade war being settled or potentially being settled, being priced in. That was one pump, and the second pump we had was on Bitcoin at least, was like this right here was a mix of China trade war and tariffs not going to be 100%. But we've already had pumps based on that, so I don't think there's too much of that to be priced back in. I think most of it is. We might still see some push up, but it looks mostly priced in. Ideal scenario here, which is what I'm thinking could happen, at least short term, is that this moving higher is creating a catapult action here. So once a lot of large positions that are selling get out, as long as this doesn't dump down and keeps moving up, we'll see a big slingshot up. Like at least we'll touch this, and then we could break out to this 111. So short term, that's what I'm thinking. And then long term, you're not gonna hit like that. Long term, I think we're gonna like break this for sure. I think we could get like here 93K. But short term, my view is that I think we're gonna see stocks move higher slowly into the Santa rally, and then this will just slingshot up and get to like, yeah, like this, potentially retest this 108, 107, maybe even retest 111, like I said. Like, yeah, like this 108 to 111 range, like around there. But yeah, it depends. Anyways, how do you join the Telegram channel? It's you go subscribe at Weekly Wisdom, and yeah, just subscribe to Weekly Wisdom, and you can get all your information here. Just get started, sign in, and join. All the information is there for it. Wait, we got short Trump into Epstein file release. Yeah, sure. I mean, short Trump has been a good trade for a while. So I don't know. There's probably more unlocks coming too. Uh, but Epstein file thing, yeah, yeah, it probably should. It could dump. It should at least, especially if there's anything about Trump. So I think I saw something that said about Hillary Clinton and somebody had an affair, and in the emails, and that Jeffrey Epstein knew about it, and then the guy who she had the affair with um, was found like he killed himself or something. Anyways, all right, this is good for now. I'm going to jump into the Telegram, and we're gonna run the rest of the stream there, and then I'm gonna give all the trade ideas. I just did more macro stuff here. So see you guys in the Telegram. I'm literally going right here from there, and we're gonna chat over there and go through some trades and a couple more bids and stuff that we can get in, and where more ideas we'll have. Yeah.